Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Rust tutorial. This time I'm going to show you how to set up Oxide and start setting up some plugins. So following on from our previous video where I showed you how to set up an actual Rust server. So this is following on from then. I'll link the video below if you haven't got your Rust server up. So yeah, this is following on from that. This is part 2, and this is going to show you if you don't want to use just a vanilla server and you want to start adding plugins, aka mods, to your server, then this is how. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to open up a Chrome and we're going to go and download something called umod. So let's download umod, and it's going to be for Rust. So download umod. Do this one here. Download umod and then click Rust. Rust shouldn't take too long. Little 10 megabyte download. Happy days. So what we want to do when this is done, we need to go to the download folder. Obviously, we're following on from the previous video where we've already installed Chrome and installed WinRAR. So let's go into the WinRAR. We've got oxide.rust here. So if we open it up, what we want to do with this, the Rust dedicated data folder. Let me just close all these. I am on that little 2-core server. It's not very fast. So let's go here. Let's go back. Right. So Rust dedicated data. We need to just drag and drop into our actual server folder. So let's do that, and it's going to ask me to overwrite, replace. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Okay, now what we want to do, let's start up the server. And what this is going to do, it's going to create some new folders in this directory, in your server directory, and then we'll be ready to start adding some plugins. As you're probably aware from my previous video, this server does take a while to load up. It is the minimum server you can get from NFO, aka the 2-core. But yeah, as you can see, it's made us an Oxide folder, as well as I think Harmony Mods was another one. A couple of folders were created, but all our server information, well, our plugins go inside plugins in Oxide. Some of the plugins you run will create a config, so that'll be in there, and extra data will be from that plugin will be in the data. So inside, let's go through here. Inside Oxide, this is your main like mods plugin directory. So plugins, I'd add my plugins in here. We'll show you. I'll add some plugins in just to show you what I mean. But your server information, all my server stuff, as normal from previously, is still here, etc. So let's get this started. I'll show you how to add an owner as well, so you've got admin on the server. Although to go and find my Steam ID now might be a pain in the butt. Well, I'll show you how to do it, but I won't bother going to find my Steam ID, etc. You need your Steam ID 64, which is a big long number, 7 blah 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 blah. You know what I mean. If you don't, I'll find it. I'll find it. Come on, Chrome. Come on, Chrome. I'm debating updating this server. Jeez. Right, so let's go Steam ID Finder. And let's go to EasyRib. Is my actual Steam name. English first, please. Steam ID Finder first, then maybe. So bloody German. Okay. Right. EasyRib. No. Find. Find Steam ID. Right. There it is. That is my Steam ID. So this is the one you're after. Your Steam ID 64. It's a big, long number. So let's copy that. Boom. Ready to add our owner privileges. While we've got the Chrome open though, let's go back to umod, because umod is the website you go for your plugins. So umod Rust. Let's just do that. Umod Rust. Games umod Rust. Maximize that. Plugins Rust. Depending on what you want, this is all your downloads. So what I'm going to look for is just for a quick test, death messages. Death chat. So that one's a good one. Let's download this. So player kills. I'm not too sure if this is the actual one. Death. So it comes up in the chat, death notes, I think that's the one. Broadcast death to the chat, yeah, that's the one. That's the one I use. So every time somebody dies or somebody's been killed by somebody, it'll tell you in the chat. So just download this. And download. Thank you, please. Some plugins you have to actually run a code in the console, a permission. I can take you through that. I'll probably take you through that on the next video, which I'll set up TPR, the teleporting, and those kind of plugins with you. But for now, we've got a little one plugin. But I can set kits and teleporting and all that sort of stuff with you on next videos if you want to see them. Hit the like, yes, mate. What was it? Another plugin right now to get. Oh, that's another one, a good one. Is the info. So you can do /info. Info menu, is that the one? Is this the /info one? I believe it is. Let's download it. Download it. It will tell you if they've got dependencies on any other plugin. A lot of them haven't. Bingo! Every time you're on voice, we get a line. So obviously you edit all this. Permission for reach command. Don't need to know any of that. Right, let's go out of this. Let's wait for our server to boot. Just take a while. She's still booting. We know it's working because it's created all the new folders. Oxide is what we would say is, I explain as a framework. If you're from 5M and you know ESX is the framework, the foundation, Oxide is the framework which allows us then to add plugins to it. So yeah, hopefully that explains that. Nearly there now. I'll be back when the server's up. Yes to the mate. Okay, I am back. It looks like we're nearly... There we go, we're up now. Right, so that's Oxide installed. That's our new folders created. So if we go inside Oxide, the plugins, like we say, this is where we put our actual plugins. We just downloaded a couple of plugins. I'm going to whack them in now. So let's go downloads. And if we go to, you'll see what I mean, Def Chat. If I put that in there, or is it Def Notes? I think it's Def Notes. Let's whack that in there. Boom. And it'll automatically load that plugin in the console. There is console commands if it doesn't, or if you want to refresh or restart the plugin, there is console commands to do that. Obviously on the ribsosa.com, I will link it down below. I've got a lot of console commands that I use up on a page to help you guys out. Yes, mate. Right. Actually, hasn't changed it. Oh, it has, yeah. Here we go. Took a while. It is a 2-core. It's a little server, like I say. Although it's good for FPS. They say as long as you don't get under 60, you're good, and that's sweet. Right, so that's Def Notes, that's that plugin in, and like I said, there's configs for the plugins, or are going to be in config. So if it had any configs, it'll be in here. Anything you wanted to change, and data, it would also probably create a data folder as well for your plugins. And we had another one which is info menu. Stick that in plugins. Whack that in. So we've got 2 plugins in. You can go down the list. I'm running at my minute on my main modded server around, I guess, about 8 plugins. So we'll let that one come in, and I'll show you how you give yourself admin. Because we've went and got our Steam ID 64 as well. Still loading this one, is it? Okay, so anyway, it's owner.id space, somebody's bloody joining. There's the Steam ID 64 space, then I just put rib for example. I haven't joined the server, so yeah. But this is, let me just double check, this is the way you add the command. I'm pretty damn sure it is. Owner ID. Don't think we have to put the, I'm pretty sure we don't have to put the commas. Let me have a look. Owner.id space my Steam ID 64. Although I don't know if I've been on this server myself. I can't see us needing to put these apostrophes, but we'll see. Rib. Do it again. Rib. No, it's because we haven't really not been on the server yet. We're going to join the server anyway. Those plugins are installed, and I'll do on the server itself, adding ourselves as admin. So let's go and join on the server. Boom, 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 boom. Rust takes all day to open up as well. Yeah. Come on. Okay. I need to put this server back to vanilla though. Okay, so here's my 2 servers. So this is the one we want to go on. Join the server. Shouldn't take too long to join. Can you hear my lockdown kids? Yes, mate. Nearly there. Oh, that's another good plugin. Is the you can do loading text to change all this loading text. If you go on my modded server, you'll see a lot of changes. There's a level system as well. There's all sorts. I'll put all my used plugins. I'll put the links to them on a page on the website. I'm trying to get it all updated at the minute. We're in. We're in. Okay. Right. So we'll know if the plugins are all working. I know they're working because the folders, etc. have been created and the console is saying it's loaded the plugin. But I'll kill myself in game where we should get a chat message saying that I've died. So if we go, there was a chat message, but we are currently dead. So let's just respawn. Respawn. Rib had enough of life. So yeah, that's how it works. People to kill each other, etc. It all comes up in the chat. Pretty self-explanatory. We did put the info panel up as well. Is that in and working? Wait, UI is caching. It can take up to, what's that? UI is caching. It can take up to 10 seconds. Not too sure if I found the right one anyway, but like I say, there's hundreds of plugins. Couldn't find the tab here. It's not set up. It's the wrong one. No worries. 3 minutes kill the boss. See, so there's the death notes. I'll put a link, like I say, to the plugins I suggest or that I'm using on a page on the website. But that's Oxide installed, and that's how to install plugins. For admin, we'll go back to this. F1 for the console. Owner. .id space. My Steam ID 64. Rib. Rib. Has that worked? Try again. Owner.id space. Boom. Rib. Rib. I am not 100%. Nope. Owner. .id. Oh shit. My fault, boys. I think it's me being a noob. Owner. Just come to me. ID. All one word space. Rib. Rib. Owner. Try again. ID. Space. My Steam ID 64. Rib. Rib. Yo, I don't want to... Hold up, I'm going to do it on the console. 2 secs. I really want to show my IP on the console, you know what I'm saying, boys. But does it show my IP on the console? Yes. Let me scroll that down a touch. Hold up. Right. Hopefully that stays there, because I like doing these videos all in one go without editing, so you can see whatever problems we come across, we fix them there and then, you know what I mean? So let me get the screen back. Boom. Boom. Right, so let's try it in here then. Owner, ID, space, that, space. I don't know about the... Ah, there we go, sweet as. So you don't need the little bloody apostrophes. Sweet as. So the owner's been added. So if we go back onto... So I'm not too sure if we have to rejoin for that to take into effect. Quite possibly. Yeah. So let's rejoin. I don't think the server will need restarted, but at least rejoin. Hopefully it doesn't take all that long again. Should do. It's done. Okay. Okay, it's working now, boys. Thank you, please. Right, so that, my friends, is how to set up Oxide, which is like the framework to then allow you to add plugins, which are like the mods. And that is how you set up the admin, aka you do it in the console. Owner ID, all one word. And happy days. Hope it helps. If you, oh, you're joking. Oh, I was about to say you're joking. I thought I wasn't showing the screen. Damn son. Is it not showing the screen? Oh, it is, yeah. Bloody thing. Right, hit the like, boys. Like, subscribe if you want to see more. Happy days. Take care. Stay safe. All that good stuff. Peace out, amigos.